Hi everybody, guess what time it is? It's time for story time with Yaya. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas, wonderful holidays, and we still have some Christmas decorations up because the holidays aren't quite over yet. But look, our friends are back from visiting their families. Let's say hi to them. You remember Eleanor the elephant, Fred the flamingo, Davy the duck, and Monty the monkey. They're excited to read the story today. And the story that we're going to be reading is Arthur's Manners Matter, written by Mark Brown. I hope you're excited to read this book too. I know I am. So let's get started. Again, Manners Matter. Here we go. Arthur and his friends were taking turns shooting baskets. "You're up, Buster," said Francine. "Watch me and weep," joked Buster. "I can make this basket with my eyes closed." "I want to shoot on," said Binky, and Binky stepped in front of him and grabbed the ball. He threw the ball into the basket. "Huh, not bad, eh?" Binky bragged. Now, what Binky did was not very nice to Buster. Buster was supposed to play, and Binky just grabbed the ball from him and just shot the basketball. And look at how mad all of his friends are at him. Wasn't very nice at all. "Binky Barnes, that was totally rude," said Muffy. "It was Buster's turn," sniffed Prunella, "and I was after him." "Some people just have no manners," said Francine. "Who needs manners?" Binky said. "I get what I want without them." Then Binky walked away whistling. So his friends are very upset with him that he should act that way and be that rude. "We can't just let him get away with that," said Francine. "What can we do?" asked Buster. "We could sign Binky up for a manners class," suggested Muffy. "Can you see Binky in a manners class?" said Francine. "Sure," Arthur laughed. "Please pass the tea, Master Binky. And don't forget to curl your pinky," added Buster. "Hey, that rhymes." And everybody laughed. They're all laughing because they're thinking about Binky in a manners class. That would be pretty funny. "I think Muffy might be onto something," said Brain. "A manners class?" asked Francine. No, not a manners lesson," said Brain. "Binky needs to learn the importance of being polite." "How?" asked Buster. "Well, we could be rude to him all day so he sees what it feels like," said Arthur. "I like it," nodded Francine. "Well, being rude won't be easy for me," said Muffy, "but I'll try." "This will be interesting behavior study," said Brain. "Well, I hope it works," said Buster. Later, Arthur and Buster saw Binky downtown watching a street performer. So Arthur and Buster pushed their way in front of Binky. Then Buster put on a cowboy hat. "Hey," said Binky, "I can't see." "Well, I guess you better move then," said Buster. "But I was here first," insisted Binky. So you see how they're standing in front of him so he can't see? "Wow," said Buster. "That guy just totally ate fire." "That was incredible," said Arthur. "I missed it," Binky grumbled. "Move or I'm going to—" "You're going to what?" asked Mr. Rathbone, Binky's teacher. Nothing, Mr. Rathbone, sir," Binky sputtered. "I didn't see you there. I was having a nice time until you guys came along," said Binky. Then he stomped away. Around the corner, Binky ran into Muffy and Francine, and they were in the process of fixing Francine's bike. "Where's the bike pump?" asked Francine. Binky saw the pump on the ground and he handed it to Francine. Francine grabbed the pump from Binky and blew up her tire. "Okay, Muffy, all set," said Francine. "Isn't there something you want to say to me?" asked Binky. "Oh, yeah," answered Muffy. "Move." Then she and Francine rode away. Binky stared at them in shock. You do something nice for somebody, and what do you get? Just then, Brain whizzed by, right through a puddle. Mud splattered all over Binky. The Brain screeched to a halt. "How unfortunate," he said, and Binky waited for Brain to apologize. "But fascinating abstract pattern," said the Brain as he rode away. "I don't believe this," uttered Binky. "Even the Brain." Binky headed home to change his clothes. On the way, he saw Prunella unloading groceries. "Binky, hold this bag," said Prunella. Too surprised to refuse, Binky took the bag. Prunella closed the car door and grabbed the bag, and she walked to her house without another word. "Hasn't anyone ever heard of saying please or thank you?" said Binky. Binky turned to go. A little boy on a scooter was blocking the sideway. "Hey, out of my way," said Binky. The little boy froze with fear. Binky saw Prunella watching him. "Please?" he added aloud for Prunella to hear. The little boy smiled. He moved his scooter, and Binky smiled back. Thank you, Binky said. The next day at the grocery store, Binky accidentally bumped into a lady. Excuse me, he said. The lady smiled. It's such a pleasure to meet a polite young man like you, she said. Binky just blushed. Some kids today don't know what manners are, said the lady. See how happy the lady is because Binky said that, excuse me, when he bumped into her? It was very nice of him to say that to her. Later, Arthur and his friends were on their way to the ice cream shop. Move it, Binky shouted. Francine groaned. Their plan wasn't working. They turned the corner to see Binky glaring at a big bully. Get lost, said Binky, and stop picking on little kids. The bully ran away. A small boy hid behind Binky. Thanks, Binky, he said. You're welcome, said Binky. See, he wasn't being a bully, he was protecting his friend. Did I hear what I think I heard? Asked Francine. High five, Brains, said Buster. We did it, said Muffy. What? Said Binky. Oh, nothing, said Arthur. Want to get some ice cream, Binky? Binky looked at them suspiciously. You've all been acting pretty weird lately, he said. Really? Arthur said. They all know a secret. And Binky doesn't. At the ice cream shop, the Brains mom handed Binky his cone. Thanks, said Binky. Brains' mom did a double take. You're welcome, Binky, she said, adding another scoop to his cone. Wow, said Binky, balancing his triple cone. This manner thing really works. Boy, that was a good story. We have to remember to always say please and thank you. So please make sure that you go and like and subscribe. And if you want, you can leave some comments on my channel, and I'll be happy to respond to your comments. And that'll be it for right now. But before we go, let's say bye to our friends, okay? Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. See you next time. And I'll see you next time. Bye.